they're going to give, because you've been really impressed with their variations of their offensive hits.
Let's see what they go with. Seen a lot of different sort of Petrograd strats. You're gonna have Form with the snipe watching, middle of the map, and it's looking like it's gonna be a lot of mid control, which is typically what we see on offense. Sometimes you see that fast A hit, just trying to switch it up. On the other side, it's gonna be Simp. So Simp versus Formal. Always a fun one to watch, but Priest is gonna be the first line of defense, and Pristini just challenges through that. I think he catches Priest off guard.
Oh, yeah, he absolutely did. I don't think he expected that at all, but Major Maniac now with the first blood gives them the numbers. About halfway through this round, and Huntsmen just been playing kind of for a pick. Haven't been able to find anything, and now Priesta does the damage. Envoy is going to drop. Massive advantage over to Faze. How do Huntsmen try to play this? Down 2 players.
I'm going to try to rotate back over to A. Major Maniac was ready for him. Formal was able to find one. But BZ is there, and now it's just about the clock. 5 seconds to plant. T2P gonna have to work some magic here. Stun's gonna win, nades gonna win. You already have a full rotation over from Atlanta Faze. You have Simp watch in the middle of the street. The other 3 players just locking this down. There's just no time. There's no time. Scump knows it. Formal knows it. Nice round 1 defense from Atlanta Faze.
Great job for Major Maniac getting the first blood. Priest, a solid job staying alive when the challenge came in from Pristini, and then he was able to take down Envoy in the top window, and they played behind the numbers. So far, so good for the defensive side of Faze. That first Huntsman look on offense gets shut down. Now it's Faze's turn to take a crack at this offense. And this was a map, you know, like a month ago, we were really hard on them on offense. Like, they were indecisive. They were running out of time constantly.
Well, that was just in the final, right?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Dallas.
It was horrible. But,
yeah.
But there's been a lot of time since then, and they've looked to improve. But it's another first blood for Faze. Simp hits the snipe on the Formal.
A nice first blood, and now what site do they want to work? It looks like it's going to be a B hit. You have a BZ. He's going to be flying onto him. I think he's found an opening, or he thought he did. Pristini all the way in the back, going to cut him down. You can already see this rotation. There's already 3 over towards that B site. Atlanta Faze, they choose to go towards A. It is open. It is only RCDs inside. Priest is watching the crossback. Not able to find that last bullet into Scump. Able to stay alive, and here comes that stun. Envoy's there for the trade. Nice teamwork out of Chicago.
Fantastic stun, and now, well, the site that was once open, that is not going to be the case. They were waiting on the play to be made by Priest in mid-map, and he cannot do it. So a similar situation now for Faze that Huntsmen found themselves in last round. Not a lot of time to go. Down in players, but here they go. Can they break into the site? 3 and 8. And Simp and Envoy just crossed each other near blue. So I think Envoy's going to have 3 kills. Unless he gets called out, Envoy should have 3 kills. Somehow Major Maniac able to stay alive. Close the door and finesse away. Sellium then in to get the pick. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 2. 8 seconds on the clock. Scump has got lines of sight on the bomb. Not going to be able to get to it. Arcides is across the map. All he's got to do is stay alive. Huntsman, close out the defense.
And yeah, I mean, it comes down to the play on Priesta, because I think when they know Pristini's all the way in the back of the map, the rotation over to B has already happened, because they saw the player top apartments towards the B side. They knew at a minimum 2 are over there. So what do they decide to do? They say, okay, Priesta's set up. You're going to watch the cross back towards the A site, and we're going to execute through our archways. But that doesn't happen because Priesta gets taken down. Priesta is the key guy there. If he wins that gunfight versus Scumper, well, finishes it, it's probably an Atlanta Faze advantage.
It's all the stun, because I mean, he's thinking even if he doesn't get the kill, he can get away with his life, right? And he would have if he doesn't get stunned and hunted down. A battle for Pristini and Sellium at range. Neither able to finish the kill. 2 rounds and 2 first bloods for Faze. Can Huntsman find a little bit more luck in the early round this time? Formal can't quite hit the shot on Sellium. He hits it onto Simp, though. There's the first blood for Huntsman, their first of the match.
And they're just waiting for Envoy. He has snuck through somehow. He's going to spot Sellium. He's going to use Dead Silence. Plays it patiently. He's maybe thinking about the assassination. You know, I'd go for it, but it's a pretty big match, so he's not going to do that. Well, the rotation is on. Arcees is going to catch a BZ. And really, the only player here that may be able to stop this is going to be Priesta, but he is all alone.
There's the bomb plan in. That is an easy pick for Envoy. He gets that spot behind his dead silence. And just picked clean is Faze. Huntsmen with a very, very clean round. A great offensive execution. Envoy's able to sneak in the back. Formal hits the snipe for the first blood. Just beautifully done on offense there from Huntsmen.
Well, I mean, Envoy finds an opening, right? And isn't that what he's sort of known for, is just working those flanks and working through middle of the map for free, and he's able to do it again. So they have to be able to spot his routes.
Especially on this map, right? Like, he is just a tear.
Yep.
3 and 2 now for Envoy. Both teams win on defense. Huntsman now taking offense. Can Faze answer in kind. I thought I was going to stick somebody for a second, but just going to give him a little bit of information. And a team kill at a Major Maniac. I have no idea how that happened.
Not sure. Maybe he hit a building. I couldn't tell you. There's a lot of ways that a frag grenade can obviously bounce back. Priesta, though, spot the man that we were talking about, Envoy, but he just sort of jukes the cross. He goes all the way back. So you can see Simp and Priesta are worried about the flank, but Envoy just backs on up. And, well, he's able to hit the nade. So they're going to get that call out. Envoy's not there anymore, but they have a 3 versus 5.
Inform will get the shot. Just sees his head for a second and rips it clean off. Major Maniac, tough round. He kills his teammate, the bomb carrier, and Celium. Then gets a very aggressive haircut from Formal. 20 seconds to go. Nothing Faze can do. Starts off with a little bit of self-harm there with the team kill. And Huntsman able to make the plays behind that. It's going to be 3-1 to Huntsman. Unless they can somehow get this down, which would rely on a miracle.
Yeah, just some simple mistakes right now from the Atlanta Faze. I mean, similar to map number 1. It's just not as clean as it could be. The team kill comes in. The round before that on defense, Envoy's able to sneak on through for free. Opens up the bomb site. We'll see if they can clean it up the rest of this game.
Yeah, I'd love to see from Major's POV just how that went down. But yeah, probably just hit an edge, hit a building, hit something. Shot goes between a couple of players. He's just able to get away with his life. Simp, though, with dead silence, working around on the flank. Now, he's gotten to a great position in mid-map. Hasn't been able to track anyone down. But they've got, what, him and Priesta both set up mid. Not going to be easy for Huntsman if they're trying to apply any pressure mid to A or through to B.
A very slow round, and I think with Selim and Priesta position, they have a pretty good idea where they're going to go. Smoke is down. Major Maniac trying to get into a good position. Abizi, he plays that place often. RC is able to find him, and a nice trade from his brother.
Now it's going to be on Sip and Priesta to try and work across to the flank, and Priesta is able to find an opening. Scump is going to drop. 3 versus 3, 30 seconds to go. They've got to get this bomb planted. I don't think anyone's going to get there in time to stop it.
They're going to go through. They're going to go. They know there's 2 on the flank.
Celium's waiting. All the pressure to Celium to make a play. Celium's got the angle. There's the first. The trade does come through. Now the information all over to the players on Faze that they've got to track it down. I don't know if they're going to expect this. They're not going to expect it. Formal's able to get both, and now Simp's going to be in a 1v2. Got to get the bomb planted. He's going to get it down just in time. Simp gets there. Simp able to turn it into a 1v1, but Envoy on the back. Van wins the one-on-one. 4th round Huntsman, and what a wild finish that was.
I thought Celium in that spot was going to be able to at least spot 2, and I thought he did a enough job finding 1 because he killed the bomb carrier, but they did just go right back, and I'm not sure who it was on the bomb site, but they did not expect
not at all.
whatsoever.
I guarantee he was caught full sprint, just thinking we've got to catch them going to B. Heads up play, and that's what we touched on. Like their late round decision making has been better for Huntsmen. Yep. And they did not expect that whatsoever.
Someone's just making calls and they're listening. I think it's as simple as that. They're communicating with one another. They're on the same page.
Priesta trying to avoid all the utility in the world, but he does get through. Now you got to be a little nervous if you're the players in apartment for Huntsman, because you kind of have to watch both sides. Envoy, again, just finding the first blood and getting through. It's Simp that's going to be put down. And now, look at that number one, just got a head on a swivel, because you have to worry about the flank. That's going to back up a BZ to worry about as well. So now this great position Priest got into, not as great anymore. And he's going to get dropped. Huntsman controlling yet another round.
Yeah, he's just baited by the door opening up. He's hoping to find one kill and make it a 4 versus 4, but guess what? There's a dual setup there. Pristini, I think, with maybe a bit of an over challenge, but still have man advantage. Beezy's just getting his health back. He's got dead silence. Can he make the play? He's able to find one, but there's another one here. RC's is there for a quick trade into a 2 versus 2.
There always seems to be one more Huntsman player, but now Bomb is playing.
It really does.
What a massive round this is for FaZe. They have got to take this. They have got to take this. The challenge for Major Maniac does come through. He wins it. Now it's RC's 1v2. 30 seconds to go. Can he pull it off? He's got one player's position. He's so worried about the God box, but nobody there for now. Gonna get the flash out. Wins the one-on-one in the back. Now down to a 1v1. Him versus Celium. 20 to go. He knows he's got to go. Can he get the angle over the top? He gets the kill. Arsenes with the 1v2 clutch. And the 5th round for Huntsman. They can do no wrong.
No, they cannot. And again, another mistake from Atlanta FaZe. I think Celium here, he's playing this correctly. I'm just surprised. I mean, obviously he backs up there. He's just trying to buy enough time. But the first kill on the Major Maniac, that's really the round, right? Because, I mean, he just gets caught for free. He's at the car right by the archway. I think if Celium is in that spot, spotting the bomb, he should just probably be proned or like, in a different position. It was just too easy of a read for Arcides.
He had the formal 1v2 clutch yesterday. The 1v2 now for Arcides, and now they can't do wrong. Nothing, everything's working for Huntsman. Now the snipe through the smoke is formal, makes it look so simple. Kanabizi works some miracles inside of boxes while he's at least able to take down 2, but still gonna be numbers now to Huntsman. Simp has got dead silence pop. Just the pistol secondary to work with that sniper. His teammate and Priest is working over. But Huntsman can close this out now, and they want to push through yet again. Do you get the read? If you're FaZe, not able to do it, all down to Priesta, 1 versus 3. Takes the first one-on-one, resets his dead silence, almost wins the second, but Scump able to stay alive.
And so I'm just waiting for his teammate. Waiting for Formal. They're going to hear that door open. Formal has dead silence. Priesta's his has run out. Scumps is about to get it. Now it is available. How do they want to play this? 30 seconds. It looks like they're going to play it together. They're going to play it together. We've talked about their teamwork, and they do it again. Chicago...